Sega.
Hello YouTube, this is Chris the Slayer from the Undead Slayer Nation, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to download the Sega Genesis emulator on your PC. Now you can do this on a Mac computer, on an Android, on a Windows PC, and I think Linux. Not sure, but we'll come into that. Alright, so basically, you do not need a strong computer. You can use a very, very low budget computer, like a $300 computer, a $150 notebook. This does not need a strong gaming computer. You do not need a strong PC for this. Basically, all you need is any type of PC. I think even a notebook can run this, really, yeah. It's a very, very non-powerful emulator to run, and it's a very nice one. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Now, you can download the emulator using any browser you want. You can use Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, I think Microsoft's new, I think it's their own Explorer. I don't know what the hell it is, but you can use any one. So I like to use Google Chrome, so let's get into Google Chrome. Okay. Now, when you get on Google Chrome, you can go on Google or any web browser. Just go to google.com, and you want to type in MU Paradise. So right here, I type in MU Paradise. There it goes. And you got to click on the first link possible. Okay, anyways, I'm going to have this website in my description just in case you can't do that. Yeah, there are some people. All right, anyways, once you're on this website, you're going to see a couple of selections. Oh, by the way, you can also save that by highlighting it and putting it onto your Google Chrome bookmarks. Okay, anyways, let's get to the point. So, you're going to see a bunch of, headlines. This is ROM, ISOs, and games. That's what you can use to download games for any emulator you download on this site. Okay, so let's get to the emulators. Let's go down to View All Emulators. You're going to scroll down till you see Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive. Now, Mega Drive is just another word for Sega Genesis, and I think it's tied with the emulator and all this kind of stuff in the third. So just ignore it. But Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive is what you want to go for. Since we're using Windows, we're going to go for the Windows form. But as you can see, you can go for if you have a Mac computer, you go for the Mac OS X. Alright, and yes, there are other availabilities. Oh, so Linux is not here. Okay, but it is available for Mac or Android if you want to do that. So go into the Windows, you're going to go to Fusion. There's other emulators, but they're not that cool. So Fusion is the best one to go for. Go to Fusion, you're going to scroll down to the download Fusion right there. So you're going to click on that. It should download right away, and it should be available on your downloads folder. Now, before we do that, just make sure you shrink your website, not exit it out. Go into your downloads folder, and you're going to see an RAR file. Now, this RAR file, you're going to need WinRAR to extract it. I'll do another video if you want to how to get WinRAR for free. But the main thing is you're going to need WinRAR to extract this. So you're going to right-click on this file right here, and you're going to go to Extract here or Extract to its folder. Right now, we're just going to go Extract here. Now, you can delete that WinRAR folder because you're not going to need it. Dump it in the trash. Go into your folder. You're going to see a select a few things in here. You're going to see the history, and you're going to see README. Now, history and README are two different README files. README will show you, and history will show you kind of the same thing. Basically, patches and the history of the emulator, how it runs. All that kind of stuff in the third. Now, video coder, you're just going to leave that folder alone. It's just codecs to show you for the program to run on the PC and stuff. So leave it alone. Click on the Fusion application. Once you're in here, you're going to see, it's going to look like an old TV, but it's going to pop up, this window or whatever. Now, you're going to see select a few things. You're going to have to leave things alone. Do not mess with the sound or the video. We do not need the sound or the video, okay? What you're going to want to do is go to the options. Now, here's the sound. Please leave it alone. I'm going to address this one more time. You do not need to mess with the sound unless your speakers or something are messed up. You're using headphones. I'm not sure. But really, don't mess with the sound. It's good where it is. Options is where you're going to want to go. You should not mess with video either. Please do not tempt with the video. All you can do with the video if you want is you can go to full screen. So if you want to go to full screen mode and not just have it on this mode, you go to video and you go to full screen right there. Yes, right there. But for now, we're just going to go straight into options, because that's all we need to do. So let's go into the options. All right. And once you go to options, we're going to go to config. Okay. So right there, you're going to go to config. Okay. And then you're going to go down to controllers. You're going to scroll through controllers. And you're going to see a port 1. And you're going to go to 6 buttons depending on what you have. You go to keyboard if you're using a keyboard. If you have a controller that's plugged into the PC that only has 3 buttons, you go to the 3 button pad. But I do have an Xbox 360 controller. It has more than 6 buttons. I go to the 6 button one. Then I go down to controller gamepad. Then I go to define. Now, once you go to define, from the bottom, it's going to tell you press button, either the keyboard or the controller that you have plugged into the computer. In this case, I have an Xbox 360 controller, so I'm going to follow what it's telling me. As you can see right there, it's telling me to press up. So I'm going to press the up D-pad on my controller. So I press up. Now I'm going to press the down D-pad on my controller. So I press down. Then I'm going to press the left. So I press left. Then I'm going to press right. So then I press right. Then I'm going to choose my button. So button A, I'm going to click for button A. Button B, I'm going to click a button on my controller that I want is button B. Button C. So it goes forth and forth. You just keep clicking the start button. I'll click whatever start button I want for my controller. I click the start button from the Xbox and use that as the start button. So I click start. You could use anything for the mode button. Any button that you want, you just go straight from your controller and you click it. So I'm going to use select button for this. So I do that. And there's the mode button right there. So I'll use my middle button. And there we go, I'm done. I just basically configured my Xbox 360 controller to this emulator. So that way I can use my Xbox 360 controller whenever I play a game here. Now it's saved into this emulator, so I don't ever have to configure it again. You can go back and configure buttons. If some buttons are weird to you and you want to change them, you can do that. But other than that, we're set right now, so I can use that. Now, here's the emulator. Now we're done with the emulator. We're going to exit it out. Now we're going to go get a game for the emulator. Okay? So that means we're going back to the browser on the same website. And remember that game ROMs right there? That section? Yeah, that's where you're going to go. You're going to scroll down to consoles. You're going to go to Genesis ROMs. Okay? So now over here is, you can go from A to Z about what kind of game, the name of it that you want. So I go to V and I'm going to go to Vector. Yes, Vector Man 2. That's from my buddy J Wang 90. He remembers this game. He loves this. This is his joint. So I'm going to download it just so he can see that this game can run perfect on any computer, really. So what you want to do is, you don't want to go for Japan or anything. I don't know why they have a beta there. It doesn't make sense. But you want to go for USA. You don't want to go for Japan. Unless you're getting a Japan exclusive game, you do not want to go and click a Japan version of a USA game, because it'll run at lower FPS. Just in case you have a really, really toaster ass computer, at least go to USA for that, increase of FPS. But USA is the one you want to go for, or NTSC. So go to the USA, click on that. You're going to scroll down. There's the picture. You want to scroll down all the way till it says direct download links. You're going to go to download Vector Man 2 USA. Click on that. You're going to scroll down again, and it's going to say download Vector Man 2 USA. Click on that again, and then it'll click right away. Download right away. Now you're going to go to your downloads folder right there. And now you're going to find the Vector Man 2 file. Now you're going to need WinRAR, like I said, to extract these files. So anyways, you're going to take this and you're going to extract here. There you go. And now it's an MD file. Now you need MD or bin files. So if they come out MD or bin, you're good. That is a Genesis file. So now that's the game right there. You don't need the RAR file no more. So you can drag that, delete it, do whatever you want with it. But you don't need it no more. Now you exit that. Now say like you're going back to you see it right there. So basically you go back to Fusion and go to File, and you're going to want to go down right there. Genesis 32X ROM. You're you're gonna go there and you're gonna choose wherever you put the game at, you're gonna go to it. So you're gonna go to downloads folder, that's where it's at. I click on that game and it loads up the game. Now I have my Xbox 360 controller hooked up to this. So with my Xbox 360 controller that I have start, I can press start on my Xbox 360 controller and play this game. So now you see we have a little intro, so you can see the game is working, 60 FPS right there. 59 to 60, but that's normal, that's the way it works. As you can see, you got the Vector Man game working perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. And we're gonna be playing a little bit of this game, so let's get into this. Oh, I got hit right there. So yeah, I personally never played this game. I did play a lot of games on the Sega Genesis, but I personally played this game a long time ago, at least twice, at my uncle's house. And he had this left over in his Sega Genesis. So I do remember the game, but I didn't play it as much to know. So I'm probably going to suck a little bit right now, but I just want to give you an insight of a minute or two of gameplay to show you that this works perfectly at 60 FPS. As you can see, no lag, no stutter. I tell you, do not need a strong computer to be running these kind of games. And there we go. I completed that level. Bullshit, but I did. Okay. So, there you go. Now you see that it's working well and everything. Peace, YouTube.
Yeah.